Welcome to 2021. How nice is this to finally be ahead of 2020? It's so good to leave that year behind. Now, don't get me wrong, I am so thankful that I am able to be in 2021 with you all, but I'm telling you, 2020 was just a lot. So it's really nice to be able to close that chapter and to move forward into this one. So this video is just going to be some updates. It's going to be some information for things that you can expect in the future. And I'm going to go into some New Year stuff because it happens to be my favorite day of the year, which is why I wanted to do this special video. I just recorded it on New Year's Eve. Unlike some of my other videos that I kind of have a whole queue of them, no, this one I waited until the day before because I really wanted that energy. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, first things first, I'm so glad the sound is better on this thing because I had recorded some footage for this video only to hear a rattling sound, and then I realized it was my screen protector, so I just took it off, and now the sound is crystal clear. I'm hoping it sounds as clear to you as it does to me because I did a test video without the screen protector and it was wonderful. So anyway, back to the subject of the video. I'm setting some New Year's intentions. I'm going to share some of those intentions with you. I'm going to tell you about my vision board plans, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that you can expect in the videos to come in the next few weeks. So first things first, let's talk some intentions. For New Year's, a lot of people know about the resolutions. They'll do resolutions. For me, I do like to say them more as intentions and goals because I know that I'm going to be moving toward these throughout the year. When I do them, I usually have much success with it, but for the past few years, I haven't been inspired to, but this year it felt really good. So I said, well, let me break out my notebook and write down a few things. So I'm going to share a few of my intentions with you. Some of them are more personal, so I won't be sharing them here because they're more things for me to work on individually that my accountability is to myself. But for these other ones, I am asking that you all hold me accountable, and I will periodically do check-ins about the ones that I mentioned in this video. Also, if you want to know what's going on with any of those things, you can always leave a comment in future videos saying, hey, what's happening with that? And I'll make an update video in response to your request. So with that being said, let's get into these intentions. So my first intention is to publish 5 new books this year. Now, I've never published 5 new books. I've done plenty of journals, but that's a very different process. I'm talking about actual books where I've written lots of words and I've edited it and formatted it, either fiction or nonfiction. I've only published one official book with my name on the cover, and that was in 2019. I published no books under my name last year, so I'm really eager to get back into my writing game. And part of me sharing this intention with you is to increase my accountability and to make sure that I have some proof of what I want in my life. I wanted to speak it on video because I believe in the power of words, and I know that if I say it in this video, the last thing I want is to end the year saying I didn't quite hit the mark. So publishing 5 new books is my intention, and I do ask that you hold me to that. I'll be posting on my blog, bronzebutterfly.blog, about my writing journey. So if you ever want to know what's happening with that in between these videos, you can always go to the blog. I'll be posting things starting next week about how I intend to get this new writing process down. But until then, just know that that's my intention for the year, and I request that you all hold me to it, and I will certainly provide you updates as I hit those goals. So the next goal is to lose 15 pounds. This one's not that serious to me. Yes, I want to lose it, but I'm not at any kind of health risk at this point. I like my body as it is. I am of a normal weight, and I like the way my weight is distributed, but I do take medications that tend to make you heavier because of my fibromyalgia. So I would like to lower my weight even more just to give me a bit of comfort when it comes to if my weight fluctuates a tad. I would like to have my normal be a little bit lower than it is now. I'm very proud that I didn't gain any weight during quarantine, and so I didn't have to lose any, but I did lose weight through the course of the year. So I'm a little bit smaller than I was at the beginning, which is fantastic, but I want to bring that number down even more. Honestly, it may be like 7 or 8 pounds, and I'm just like, I like the way I look. I don't want to get any slimmer. But if I'm pleased and want to continue going, then 15 would be my limit. And of course, I'll keep you all updated on that as I go along and see how my body reacts to being a smaller weight and how I'm liking my smaller figure. Now, the next one, it's a little ambiguous, and I'm going to rewrite it, but the energy is going to stay the same, which is to manifest 3 international trips. This won't be met by something like a cruise where you might have 3 stops. I'm not envisioning that. What I'm envisioning is each individual trip, me getting on a plane and going somewhere outside of the country 3 times this year with my family, of course. I said I want to manifest it, so ideally, this would be for free or for a very low cost or as compensation for something. I want it to be very easy, and I don't want it to come out of my budget. If the money comes to me magically some way, that's fantastic. But that is my next goal or intention that I want to realize: 3 international trips. The next thing is earn 6 figures in my business. Now, I love my business. I think I do good work. I think that people would benefit from it, but I've never really turned big profits in it. And that's because I've never had the tools for creating that kind of business. But I'm growing into that entrepreneur that makes 6 figures in her business effortlessly. So it seems like a natural progression that I would put that as an intention for my business. So, yes, we're going to be doing that whole 6 figures in business and seeing how it goes. I'm hopeful for it, and it feels really good to me, a really comfortable number, because I still have my regular job and I still tutor on the side. So this is purely additional income that can be used to really elevate our lifestyle, my family, that is, when I say our, elevate our lifestyle and give us even more opportunities. So that is the next thing. The next point is probably something that most of us have on our list in some flavor or another, and that's to read a certain number of books. The number I chose is 100. I really wanted to get through a lot of my physical books and then start digging into these digital books that I have. So I have well over 100 physical books in my home that I have not read from cover to cover. And so my goal is to get through most of those, if not all of them. And then if there are some left over, or if I still haven't hit 100 through reading those and getting rid of the ones that I don't want to read, then I'll start digging into those digital books. But yes, reading 100 books is on my list. That averages out to about 2 a week. That's not an unusual number for me. I really feel comfortable with that. So what I'll be doing is taking notes as I go along, because even though I read quickly, sometimes I miss points that might be important. So I'm going to slow down my reading a bit and take notes so that I can get the most benefit out of my reading experience. The next 2 things are related to luxury items. Now, for those that don't know, I'm a huge fan of Tim Ferriss. He did the 4-Hour Work Week, and part of that work week was things to do, be, and have. That was part of the dreamlining process. I've already named some things I want to do. I haven't told you the things I want to be, because those things are my personal goals, but the things I want to have is next. And so the first thing I want to have is an Hermes item. I love Hermes as a design house. I'm not eager for a Birkin bag, but I love the Kelly and I really, really like their scarves. So I want to start off, I won't say small, but I want to comfortably enter that world. So I want to start off with a smaller Hermes item, perhaps a scarf or something, a little bit on the more affordable side. And now, if I end up with a Kelly, I certainly won't turn it down, but I will just say if I am purchasing this item, then a scarf would be best or something else, something a little bit more a little bit smaller, but still a reach for me because I've never owned any items from Hermes before. And then the next thing on my list is 3 pairs of luxury shoes. And the 3 designers are Christian Louboutins. Of course, I don't own any red bottoms. I would love some. Sophia Webster, who does these gorgeous heels with butterflies on the back, gorgeous. And then Ralph and Russo, and I love their shoes as well. I want a pair of each because I love shoes, but I tend to reach for flats a lot, not just because of the comfort, but because I find it hard to find really dressy shoes that I absolutely love. And the ones that I love are very pricey, but I feel like that's worth investing in at this point in my life. So, yes, definitely those 3 shoe designers are the top of my list. And now the final thing is such a huge goal, and it's the kind of goal that I'm actually kind of afraid to put it into words. So I know if I put it into words, that gives it power and that kind of sets things in motion for me to have it. And that is to cure my fibromyalgia. Now, look, before you say, oh my gosh, girl, you're trying to do medical miracles, let me let you know that I do believe in medical miracles. And I also believe that if my body can learn to have a response, it can unlearn having certain responses. I'm giving my body credit for being able to reverse what has already been done. I believe it. And so I'm going to be spending this year learning how to rid myself of these symptoms. And I don't just mean control them like my medicine attempts to do, but to actually be rid of them where I don't need medication at all. That is my intention. I'll share information along the way as I learn more about how to reverse it, but I'm feeling confident in that. And I don't know how it's going to come together, but I look forward to, at the end of this year, telling you all I did it for all of these goals. I can't wait till the end of the year where I tell you all I did it. It can be done. I didn't know how it would get done, but this is how it happened. And I'm so thankful for you coming along this journey with me. Let's do some new goals for the next year. So that's that about my goals, but there is a little bit more that I have to tell you. Hang on one sec. So the next thing is I have completed vision boards every single year for the past 6 years. So I have 6 full-size vision boards. I do them every January 1st. It's my ritual. I love it. And this year I stopped. This year I decided not to do a vision board. Now I did grab my magazines and clip the pages out that really spoke to me and cut out the images and the quotes that I wanted to preserve. But as far as getting a poster board to put it on, I said, it doesn't feel like me this year. And I kind of listened to my gut and said, well, what does feel better? And this journal came to mind. This journal is by Okolo. I don't know where I got this from. I can't remember. I want to say it came from Barnes & Noble or Second and Charles. It's really nice. It's got like a moleskin like cover. It's very thick and durable. Lots of pages. And I'll show you the name of the company. Hopefully it'll show up. Yes, Okolo. So yes, this is my notebook / journal that I'll be using. And because I can't just go gluing all the pages and filling up each of them with images, I plan on putting words in between and that kind of thing. That means I'm not going to be able to complete it today. I will be completing it throughout the year. I'm really looking forward to that, like maybe once a week or maybe once or twice a month, maybe something like that. As inspiration strikes, filling up a page or two with those images and those quotes and clippings, and then just kind of writing about it in the pages that follow, what those things mean to me and how I feel right now, and if I'm mirroring the things that I claim I want. So it does require me to use some slightly smaller images in order to accommodate this page size as opposed to the poster board, which is huge. You can see this is standard 8.5 by 11-inch notebook. But I am so looking forward to using this and just doing something different with my vision boarding. Instead of making a vision board, instead do some art journaling this year and see how that goes for me. I have a better feeling about that, and it feels like my next natural step. So yeah. Now, as far as this channel goes, I have some reviews for y'all. I have so much stuff that I'm going to be reviewing over the next few weeks. Oh my gosh, makeup. Yeah, probably makeup. Definitely some more perfumes. I've got some food items that I'm going to be reviewing. It's bananas, and I cannot wait to start telling you all more about these things that I'll be reviewing, because over here I really want it to be all centering around living the best quality life. And the best quality life doesn't always mean super expensive things. It may be improving our health dramatically. It may be finding the signature scent that makes us feel our most divine selves. It could be traveling to places that remind us of why we're here. Any of that could go into living a high quality life. Any of that can be part of your personal definition of a good life. And so I want to touch on all of those things. So reviews are coming your way. Definitely some book reviews and perfume reviews and probably some makeup reviews and some food reviews, you name it. And so I'm so looking forward to that. And I don't know if you all have any ideas for me, but if you do, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And I will get back to you as soon as I can to let you know when you can expect that video and all of that. But yeah, so that's it for this video. No vision board, a few of my intentions for the year, as well as some video plans in the future. So again, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year.